Diddy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your old fancy ways. And that's why I'm broke and you're so paid. That's my jam right there. Yeah, I think it's Diddy. Or is it Biggie? Biggie. You can't tell. You kind of don't know nowadays because, P. Diddy, he does such a great job with regards to he is a charismatic, he built his empire based off of getting others to manipulate, to control. He's almost this puppet master, and it is a gift. It's commendable, his ability to not be able to get his hands dirty, but to control the very minds and hearts and getting people to do what he wants to be done. Hypnotize me. But anyway, this video ain't about Diddy. Actually, it is about one of Diddy's friends, Snoop Dogg. There they go. Snoop Dogg, a good friend. Another one? Oh wow. Didn't know they had so many pictures. Wait. He got invited to the birthday party? Em didn't get invited there. No, but let's just get into it. You know who's a mutual enemy of both of these guys, who both of these guys don't like? P. Diddy and Snoop, Tupac. So I think it'll be a fair inference to say that not only Diddy was felt a certain way about that line at the end of Kill Shot. But anyway, let's get to the heart of this video today. Today we are talking about The Breakfast Club and Snoop Dogg. Because if you all didn't know, The Breakfast Club, they were the ones that really got the ball rolling with this interview. Snoop Dogg, he went on The Breakfast Club, who is, P. Diddy owns, Revolt, which is televised, The Breakfast Club. I think we're going to be saying Diddy a lot this video. But anyway, so, The Breakfast Club actually did a interview with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg had a lot to say, and that's where Snoop Dogg had stated, "Hey, I can do without M's music." So I've been wanting to know, is the Breakfast Club, is Charlamagne and the God, are they gloating? Do they feel good what they did, and what would their response be, and what were they thinking when Snoop said all this, or did they? So today we're gonna take a listen. We're going to take a listen to see what they said there at The Breakfast Club. And hey, congratulations. The Breakfast Club, they got indicted on, a few months ago into the Radio Hall of Fame. But you know something? This guy, Bruce Duncan, who is the CEO, the manager, and the founder of that So Precious award, he's good friends with Diddy, and Diddy's actually been on his radio show that airs here on YouTube too. He's like 76. And the boy is charismatic. The boy knows what he's doing. But anyway, it's not about Diddy. Let's listen to what The Breakfast Club and how they reacted. I'm going to go ahead and I think what they're going to do is first they start off and we hear Snoop. Let's play.
Snoop Dogg. Now, when Snoop was on The Breakfast Club, he said that Eminem was not one of his top rappers, which is fine, but then he took it a step further. Listen to this.
He has probably put...
Wait a second. Did y'all hear Angela Yee? Angela Yee, she kind of laughed with it too. Even The Breakfast Club was like, yeah, we asked them about the top 10, and then listen to her, she kind of like giggles, and she said, but Snoop, he took it a bit further. So even The Breakfast Club, because there is a lot of Snoop Dogg apologists that are saying it was just a top 10, he didn't care, they asked him. Even The Breakfast Club was like, whoa, but he took it a bit further. Let's listen to that again.
All right, well, let's start it off talking about Snoop Dogg. Now, when Snoop was on The Breakfast Club, he said that Eminem was not one of his top rappers, which is fine, but then he took it a step further. Listen to this.
He has probably put Eminem in a position where he could be labeled as one of the top 10 rappers ever. I don't think so, but the game feels like he's top 10 lyricists and all that comes with it, but that's just because he's with Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre helped him find the best Eminem that he could find.
You've been around a long time. Why don't you have him in your top 10?
Because there's some in the 80s that he can't with. Like Rakim, like Big Daddy Kane.
Yes, sir.
Like KRS-One, like LL Cool J. You understand me? I ain't got no time to play with it. It is what it is. It's like, Cuz did that. But when you talking about this hip-hop that I can't live without, I can live without that.
Damn.
Yeah, that was some strong comments, right?
That's
and Eminem was taken aback.
Okay.
Now,
okay. Let's just stop right there before they get into that. So, for those of y'all that didn't hear the interview, I'm glad you guys heard it again. I'm glad they played what Snoop said. Guys, Snoop Dogg, I think I can explain. Snoop Dogg, he went out his way to be obnoxious. He went out his way. I think that's the line. He went out his way to be obnoxious. He didn't have to go that far. He talked with this hostility. He was triggered. He was upset. Now, some are going to say, it was just a top 10. No, but he was offended. The offense was within. Now, he wasn't offended because in order for him to get that offended, let me tell you all something. In order for you to be offended, there has to be a reason. There has to be a foundation of your offense. It has to already be within. What I mean is that, if you come to me and you say, hey, yo, Volvy, your sister a hoe, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm not going to be offended. Why? There's nothing inside of me that can that triggers that. There's no offense in me with you saying that. Why? Because I don't have a sister. Now, if you come up to me and say, hey, yo, Volvy, your mom's a hoe, then you might trigger something inside of me. There's an offense inside of me because my mom had 6 boys. And I've heard that before. And that is something that was inside. So I can take offense. There's something what? Because I already heard that before. So, in order for Snoop Dogg, you guys got to understand, in order for Snoop Dogg to take the offense to a top 10 question by the Breakfast Club about Eminem, there had to be already something stirred up and boiling inside. There's an offense within. It wasn't just the top 10. And if you still believe that it's just a top 10 and M is being emotional and I'm just on here capping, then you can crip walk your way all the way to that unsubscribe button. I can't crip walk. But anyway, you know what I mean. Let's go on. I just want to say that he went out his way to be obnoxious. And let's go ahead and play on.
Yeah, that was on Grey Rizzy. Shout out to Grey Rizzy. And I get what Eminem is saying. Eminem felt like they're in the same camp. We supposed to be all cool and click, but Snoop got his
I didn't know we had any
opinion.
issues.
Snoop's
I
like,
understand though. Listen,
I like
he
you, but I
said
can
he's
live
not in
without
his
you.
top. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a lot to say.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, and I get what Snoop was saying. Eminem is nice. I can't take anything away from Eminem. He's a dope rapper, but he's just not my cup of tea. Like, I like Eminem, but he's not somebody that when I go to and I want to hear music, I don't listen to Eminem. He doesn't relate to me. So I guess that's what Snoop was saying. But I get it. But Eminem is dead nice though. You can't knock that. That man gets busy.
Mm-hmm. Eminem has some dope ass songs like that. I remember when he first came out, how I thought Eminem was amazing. And I know people talk about this white rapper, but there's a lot of people who wanted to be rappers who are white that never made it.
Eminem's a dope rapper, white or black.
Yeah.
He gets busy. It doesn't matter. But he's just not my cup of tea. It's just something that I can't relate with. I just can't relate to. I never, wanted to kill my mom or my girlfriend or, I pop pills or anything like that. I can't relate to that.
Right, people be listening to all kinds of music that they don't relate to, like that they've never done. You know what I'm saying? It's music.
Yeah, it is, but
music is dope. It's dope. It don't mean you got to do what's in the song.
But it just doesn't sit with me. Like, it's just something that...
Okay, all right, okay, so that was their response. Let me just say this. I do like how Angela Yee, she kind of checked DJ Envy. It was like, hey, what do you mean? There's all types of music, that you don't relate to, but you listen to. Music is music. she kind of checked them, Okay, but I do want to talk on. Now, let's, I'm actually a little surprised by this. I thought they would go a little harder on the Snoop side, but to my surprise, they are as legitimate. They were, this response and what I've heard from them, especially Angela Yee, who used to work for Shady, they were just as surprised and caught off guard to Snoop's hostility as well. And they're in the Diddy camp. So let's talk about relevant. The music, I can't relate to it. Because that's something that you hear. Now, in some cases that, you know, people enjoy stuff and love music and whatnot more according to what they can relate to. But your ability to relate to something does not define music. That only defines your own likes and ability according to how you grew up and according to your own taste. It don't define an artist, and it don't dictate what's good and what's bad. And honestly, it's really not an argument in the first place, because when I think about it, you know, I think about one of my I think about my top 3 favorite songs of Eminem. You know, I think, you know, Rock Bottom coming in at number 1, and number 2, When I'm Gone. And then number 3, it would have to be Cleaning Out My Closet. Now, let me talk to you all a little bit about Cleaning Out My Closet, because this speaks to what I'm talking about as far as this argument of relate in Eminem's music and why people don't understand. When people think of relate, they think that M's music have to relate to you at a surface level of what he's talking about. But how I relate to it and what I get from your music may not be what you get from his music. I think about I'm cleaning out my closet, and yes, that is a song where, you know, he's got the shovel and he's talking about his mom and burying him. Me and my mom have an amazing relationship. Love her to death. There has not been anything. I've never felt that way about my mom at any point. She raised all 6 of us, and man. And so I don't relate to what he was saying, but why is it on my top 3 then? Because I relate to it in a different way. Because music ain't about the surface level. Because when I listen to that, I understand and I can relate to the struggle, the frustration. I can relate to, man, knowing my ex in a situation that I was with in her, and I can bring that. I mean, it all comes together. I can feel the frustration, the hate. You don't have to relate to music on a surface level. It speaks to people different. Now, I would never diss my own mother just to get recognition. You take a second listen before you think I'm sitting here dissing. And, when I think about that, man, I would never diss my ex, just to get recognition. But there was times I just wanted her, just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Take a second to listen. I'm not just sitting here dissing you. Listen, we can make this work. I mean, this is a conversation I actually had with her. So, just on a surface level, you may not be able to relate, but that's not music. I mean, Eminem's ability to create music that speaks different to each and everyone's situation, that's what speaks value. So that's why when I hear that argument, I can't relate. Yeah, you can't relate on a surface level. Now listen to the lyrics. Now take your time. Go beyond your hate, go beyond color, go beyond even your other favorite artists. And just think. Another thing I gotta say with DJ Envy, he just said in his little response, he said, so I can understand because, Snoop was just trying to say he can't relate, but no. And I'm gonna bust that up right now, because just like Snoop said, let's just keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's not what he said. He didn't say anything about he can't relate. He went out his way once again to be obnoxious. He said that he can do without that shit. That means everything in this whole world, if you take Eminem music and wipe it out, he's gonna be all right. That's all right. That's what he didn't say anything about relate. All right? So we ain't gonna dress it up. We're gonna say it like it is. But You know what? You know what? At the end of the day, listen to this. Check this out. Let me put up 4 people. 2, 3, and 4. Look at these 4 people. I want to end with this. If something were to go down, and there was a time when, and there's going to be these diss tracks between these two, and sides are going to be chosen, where I stand with Snoop or M. You know what? I'm looking at these people. One person, we all know that we would X out, that say that we know where they would stand, and it won't be with them. This other person, we kind of not sure which way, because he likes to straddle the fence when it's convenient for him. So we're not sure. But you know what? 2 of these people, you can say without a doubt, once I ask you that question, who's going to stand with them? And there's 2 people offhand. You're not wavering, you're not wavering. You know without a doubt. There's no, maybe, no. You know without a doubt where they're going to stand no matter what. And that speaks volume. Not for these 2, but it speaks volume about the other 2. If you are new to the channel, I say be sure to subscribe. I thank you guys for watching. Man, as always, I say keep it positive. Man, remember that at the end of the day, truly the only people that you need in life are the people that need you in their life, even when you have nothing left to give except yourself. Thanks for watching.